What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB. We don't save, we invest. Airbnb was way more expected than what we thought today. I mean, man, with the 100 billion valuation, wow, the price going up to 165. I believe that was, astronomically high today. Now, there was some volatility like there always is with an IPO, but we know that Airbnb long term is going to be a great investment for us. We got to hold on. Now, like I told y'all, you buy some and you make profits quick, then you let it steadily, get to a point where you can make more money and let it bounce and figure out a steady price for the share. So let's look at the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share with your friends and family. It's JB. Guys, Airbnb defied the odds today, even during the pandemic with the coronavirus. I mean, man, for, a company that took a huge hit because of COVID, it bounced back great. Now, if we see here, the stock was at 163.80 at 145 today. I think that's when it opened. And we had no high of a 165 and a low of 141. That's a $24 difference. Now, the price of the stock was supposed to go for, I believe, up around $60. I have my notes here. And, yeah. So it went up a lot. I mean, but we figured that it was going to get to this point because of DoorDash and how they did yesterday, their IPO. So I figured that if I add money on $60, $70, and Airbnb is better than DoorDash, way better. So this is a long-term play. Now, Airbnb had a high right here of 153 at 1:40 p.m. and look at this steady decline. Now we know that it's got to reach a place where it's comfortable, and the market cap is 40.63 billion. Now this market cap is going to get bigger. Airbnb is only going to get bigger, especially with the coronavirus vaccines coming out and different things, and that has a great effect on this company. I know people now who are utilizing Airbnb. Airbnb is going to be a winner for us, guys. We just got to do long term, and the key thing when IPOs, you can't put all your money in that. I fell victim to that before, where you put a lot of money in, and now I've made my money on it. But you got to remember that you can't just put all your money in at one time, because then with the volatility and so volatile that you got to remember that, it's still the market and there's still risk and rewards. So if you can be patient, if you ain't worried about FOMO, and you just take your time and read charts and look at other charts historically and how they did on their IPO, you can get a feel, kind of. Like there was a few IPOs this week. I know DoorDash, we know Airbnb. I believe there was another one that was good, but we can get a feel for these companies. And this is a big one, though. Investors can rest well with Airbnb's IPO. Look at this one. Airbnb more than doubles in first trades. It's crazy. It's still a buy. Analysts still have this as a buy. Those investors made a lot of money today in Airbnb. Now, if we look here, Airbnb is worth more than 3 largest hotel chains after its IPO. Airbnb was worth more than 3 largest hotel chains. The share price closed at 144.71, giving it to 86.5 billion. After a long-awaited Airbnb stock on Thursday traded as high as 143% of its initial asking price. Airbnb dropped from 31 billion to 18 billion as the COVID-19, and the company had a 25% layoff of its workforce. But look where it's at today now. It's going to bounce back. They announced a 219.3 million Q3 profit. So now look, guys, we know that because Airbnb hit a high of 165, and we know what the low is now. Now, we don't have no support and resistance off the top yet because this just went IPO. But based off of the chart right now, today, Airbnb, the high was 165 and the low 141. So that means that we know that it has the potential automatically to get to 165 and blow beyond that. And we know that 141 could be a baseline. So we got to remember, though, that these numbers going to change all the time. I mean, analysts come out with new news all the time. You got short sellers who are going to say negative things to make their quick dollar. And then you got the bears and you got the bulls. So we know Airbnb also is a long-term play. We just got to hang on tight and stick with it. And don't forget, guys, this company has a lot of growth potential. There's a high probability of success. And we have to just steadily understand the momentum. It's going to be a lot of momentum shifting up and gears switching and shifting down. So as long as we are cognizant and don't get too caught up into the news, but we do our due diligence, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm showing you guys the same information and knowledge that's readily accessible to you guys also. Guys, our term of the day is IPO, meaning initial public offering. Initial public offerings are stock market launch, guys. It's a type of public offering which shares of a company are sold to the institutional investors and retail investors. Now, don't forget, these IPOs are underwritten by one or more investment banks. These are the ones who gets the valuation numbers. So that's why the investment banks seen the valuation of Airbnb, and that's why the prices went into the 160s and the 150s and now down to the 140s, because that's what initially they had it in the 60s for the share price. But ultimately, we know that at 2x plus the initial IPO price. So I want you guys to, take notes. Don't forget, you got to study terminology. You can't just, go into the stock market, thinking you know everything. Because look, I'm still learning. Everybody's still learning. I've been investing for over 10 years, and I'm still learning gradually. Take your notes, use your notebook, write terminology down. When you got free time, look them over and stuff, because this is going to help you with your financial freedom, with your financial success, and how the knowledge is power, guys, and it's free. The knowledge is out there. So this is JB. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button below. I love y'all. Don't forget, don't rush into owning a lot of companies and a lot of shares. Take your time and gradually build your position. A lot of people don't keep it transparent and 100 with you guys, but I'm here to keep it 100. So we know that we can make money, but not lose money at the same time. We're going to lose some and make some, but ultimately our long-term goal is to make more money, just like the market. I love y'all. We out.